family and friends, good morning and welcome to Elizabethtown College's 115th commencement. My name is Mark Clapper, and I'm the Executive Director of College Engagement Opportunities and a member of the college's class of 1996. And I have to say, I'm so excited that all of you are here today, especially considering that you each chose to decline your personal invitations to the royal wedding to be here today. It's fantastic, thank you. With this event, the greater college community gathers together to celebrate the many accomplishments of the class of 2018. If you would, I invite you to take a moment and look around and see the happy faces of those who, along with you, have reason to celebrate these graduates. Believe it or not, the excitement for this day and pride for these young women and men stretches far beyond the physical scope of those gathered here today. To those watching the online internet stream from around the country and world, we warmly welcome you. Thank you for joining us. For those who are savvy in the world of social media, we encourage you to share your thoughts and pictures on Twitter, both during and after the ceremony, using hashtag #eTown2018. However, please be sure that your phones are on a silent setting so as not to be disruptive. Before the formal ceremony begins, I invite you to turn to your commencement program and read about the traditions associated with today's ceremony. Traditions such as the regalia that our faculty, staff, and graduates will be wearing. In the program, many graduates are recognized for their outstanding accomplishments, including 20 students who completed the rigorous requirements of the Elizabethtown College Honors Program, the 9 students who were members of our Called to Lead program, and the 64 who were recognized as emergent scholars or with a Distinguished Student Award. We've also made note, after each graduate's name, those students who completed the requirements to receive honors in their discipline or graduate with honors. At this very moment, our graduates are saying their final farewells to our faculty and staff in our traditional serpentine walk. Once completed, our graduates will lead the faculty, staff, trustees who are robed in light blue, members of the 50-year Golden Reunion class of 1968, and the President's Party here for the formal commencement and conferring of degrees. However, before they arrive, I have a couple of housekeeping notes to share with you. First, take note of our ushers who are stationed throughout the venue should you have any questions or require assistance at any time. Keep in mind also that there are several water stations located in each of the 4 corners of the gym for your convenience. Should it become too warm for you at any time today, please feel free to get some water throughout the ceremony. Should you require restroom facilities, they're located just outside the main doors of the lobby, and each facility is ADA compliant. Likewise, should you need to exit the gym for any reason, please be sure to obtain a ticket from one of our ushers, as you will need it upon return into the gym. Professional photographers from Island Photography will be visually documenting the conferral of degrees for each and every graduate. You and your family will soon receive information about the purchase of these photographs. The organization's website is listed in the notes at the bottom of page 5 in your program, and contact information is provided throughout the college's commencement website. For all people who wish to take their own photographs of graduates, we ask that you please be aware of those around you. Treat each other with courtesy and respect the solemnity of this great occasion. In just a few minutes, the ceremony will begin. Thank you for being part of this special day, and to each of you, congratulations.
Good morning. I invite all of you who are willing to join me in the invocation. Generous God, you gave us life and told us that we are sisters and brothers with all the people of the world. At this college, founded by the Church of the Brethren with the motto, Educate for Service, may we all be challenged by the example of Jesus who said, "The greatest among you shall be the servant of all." And in our diverse and beautiful world, may we be reminded that calls for justice, peacemaking, and dignity of all humanity are found in the wisdom of all the religions of the world. And these are shared values of our atheist friends and of our humanist colleagues as well. O divine Spirit, whose eternal enterprise is seen in every ending, which simultaneously sparks a new beginning. We acknowledge the accomplishments of each member of the class of 2018 and the grit and the tenacity shown by so many members of this class to arrive at this moment today. Lord, these graduates are our future leaders. They are our legacy of scholarship for noble service to the world. Today we celebrate the bridges of hope and understanding built by those who participate in a community of discourse and lived experiences that are diverse and global. May these graduates wisely apply all their gifts, skills, knowledge, and resources to be ethical leaders who build foundations for a better tomorrow for all people in this nation and around the world. We offer this in the name of all that is holy. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Generous parents, beaming alumni, cherished faculty colleagues, hard-working staff colleagues, proud family members, sage trustees, honored alumni of that wonderfully gifted graduating class of 1968, and most of all, impressive, eager class of 2018. Welcome to Elizabethtown College's 115th commencement. We come here with many different histories from widely varying backgrounds, with often divergent beliefs. Yet we come here also united in a common belief that education is a precious gift that costs us much to earn and still is worth more than we can ever repay. A gift handed down to us from the past. A gift that we are privileged to enjoy for a generation. And a gift that we are called to pass on to others. At Elizabethtown College, our belief in education has a special purpose because we are convinced that education is not ours alone to enjoy. Education is most noble when used in the service of others. Educate for service. Graduates of 2018, you have learned what those words mean. Now, because you chose to come to Elizabethtown College, in the years ahead, you will live out those words in your lives. You have learned great things. You will do great things. To celebrate your achievements, to pay homage to that noble calling of the life of learning to which this college is dedicated, we write a new history here today on this very, very special place for us all. We remember, we celebrate, and we claim a bright future in which you graduates will honor your education by serving the world. Thank you.
Good morning. On behalf of the Board of Trustees of Elizabethtown College, it's a real pleasure for me to welcome each and every one of you to this 115th commencement ceremony. I especially want to recognize our honorary degree recipients who are here with us today, members of the class of 1968, I'm told it was a great class, and the families and friends of all our graduates. As you know, we are gathered here today for one purpose and one purpose only. That is to celebrate the achievements of the class of 2018. Today is all about you. As in any successful endeavor, there are many people for us to thank today. First, I want to thank our faculty for another outstanding year of teaching, mentoring, scholarship, and service. They do a tremendous job for us and for you. I'm also thankful to the administration and staff and each and every one of our employees. Their efforts provide this rich educational experience for all of you. And finally, I want to thank all of my board members, our alumni, our friends across the country, the region, the nation, and the entire world for their continued support of the college in making these learning opportunities available to our students. So members of the class of 2018, you have long anticipated this day. Some with eagerness, some might be anxiety, some with a complex mix of emotions. But whatever you're feeling here today, you deserve a rich sense of pride, for today is your day, and we celebrate you reaching these significant milestones in your lives. But for as much as you've accomplished, I'm sure you know you're not alone in this journey. You had a very special support group out there with you for these 4 years. So today, this weekend, or in the coming weeks, be sure to stop and say thanks to the people that helped you reach this dream. Your family members, your parents, grandparents, faculty, staff. A lot of people helped you to accomplish this goal. Be sure and stop and say thank you. And as you go forth on your life journey, I hope that you're taking several skills away from our college. Hopefully you've cultivated the ability to read deeply, to listen carefully, to communicate clearly so that you understand and appreciate the complexities that you'll face in this world. The ability to think critically and creatively and remain nimble in the face of uncertainty. The world is changing, continually changing. But this ability to put your words into action and engage the world are skills for a lifetime. They're the building blocks for being a productive, ethical, and satisfying life. It is education for service. So congratulations, best wishes to the class of 2018. So, Dr. Ryder, would you please now present the candidates for honorary degrees?
Welcome, and I'm glad to see smiling faces and that you have not been, your spirits have not been dampened by the rain outside because the sun is shining in here. I'm pleased to have the privilege of presenting the candidates for honorary degrees. First, Kyoko Utsumi Akanoma. Mr. President, promoting international understanding between her home country of Japan and the United States has been a lifelong passion of Kyoko Utsumi Akanoma, a 1967 graduate of Elizabethtown College. Mrs. Akanoma was instrumental in developing the agreement between Elizabethtown College and Nihon University, Japan's largest school of higher education, in order to facilitate the exchange of students from the two institutions. In addition, the Nihon University Summer Exchange Program provides an opportunity for Nihon students to have an intensive summer study in the United States here at Elizabethtown. Nihon has sent more than 450 students to Elizabethtown to study English and American culture, while Elizabethtown has sent about 100 students to Japan to study Japanese language and culture. Born in Chiba, Japan, Mrs. Akanoma came to Elizabethtown after hearing about the college from a patient of her father's. She earned her bachelor's degree in English and later attended Stanford University. Mrs. Akanoma is an advisory trustee of Elizabethtown College. She began serving on the Board of Trustees in 1994, while the college was under the leadership of Gerhard Spiegler, and she's continued under two more presidents, including Theodore Long and Carl Strickwerda. Mrs. Akanoma has served as president of the Japan American Women's Club, vice president of the College Women's Association in Japan, and chair of the Culture Committee at the Tokyo American Club. The Elizabethtown Alumni Group in Japan has been honored by Mrs. Akanoma's energetic support. At Elizabethtown College, she established the Kyoko Utsumi Akanoma International Study Fund. She is married to Yukamori Akanoma, former president of the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees Association in Japan. They have 2 children and 3 grandchildren. In recognition of leadership in cultural exploration and education, it is a great honor to present Kyoko Utsumi Akanoma, class of '67, for the degree of Doctor of Public Service, honoris causa.
Mrs. Akanoma is not able to be with us today, but she will receive her honorary degree in public service later this month at a gathering at the Foreign Correspondence Club of Japan in Tokyo. 2 of our Elizabethtown College faculty members, Professor Mahawad Bhattacharya and Professor Jeff Long, will present the honorary degree at that time to Mrs. Akanoma.
Daniel R. Porterfield, will you please step forward? Mr. President, a champion of education for all, Dr. Daniel R. Porterfield, as president of Franklin and Marshall College, has become a national spokesperson for increasing access to higher education for low-income and disadvantaged students. In partnership with former New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg, he helped found the American Talent Initiative, a consortium of colleges and universities committed to expanding the reach of higher education. Aspen Institute in Washington, D.C. recently selected him as its next president and CEO. In 2014, Dr. Porterfield was invited to speak at a White House Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math Education workshop, as well as at 2 White House summits. 2 years later, Washington Monthly named him as one of the 16 most innovative people in higher education, and the White House listed him as one of the 11 champions of change for college opportunity. Dr. Porterfield is a frequent media contributor on issues concerning the value of liberal arts, college opportunity, and the impact of technology on higher education. His writing on educational issues has been featured in Forbes magazine, the Chronicle of Higher Education, the Washington Post, and the Philadelphia Inquirer. He is chair of the board of the Lenfest Scholars Foundation, which helps provide application assistance and financial aid to talented students in rural Pennsylvania. He also advises Teach for America, the College Advising Corps, and the Leadership Enterprise for a Diverse America. Dr. Porterfield is a member of the Association of American Colleges and Universities Liberal Education and America's Promise Presidents. Dr. Porterfield was awarded a Rhodes Scholarship and a Mellon Fellowship in the Humanities. He earned his doctorate at the Graduate Center of City University of New York. He and his wife, attorney Karen A. Herling, have 3 children. In recognition of leadership in education, it is a great honor to present Daniel R. Porterfield for the degree of Doctor of Public Service, honoris causa.
Daniel Porterfield, in recognition of high achievement and by virtue of the authority vested in me as president of Elizabethtown College by the Board of Trustees and by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I confer upon you, Daniel Porterfield, the degree of Doctor of Public Service, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges thereto. In testimony of this degree, you are presented with your diploma and doctoral hood. We gotta get one more.
Just do one more thing.
Oh yeah. Okay. Great. Let's do that. He's one of you.
Dr. Kwame Anthony Appiah, will you please come forward? Mr. President, applying philosophical insights to both the pressing issues of our time and everyday life has been a career-long passion of Kwame Anthony Appiah. Through his books and speeches and every week in the New York Times Magazine, Dr. Appiah has educated millions on how ethics matters. Bridging the divides of race, gender, and nationality, he has taught a worldwide audience that our common humanity should be our most treasured possession. Dr. Appiah graduated with degrees in philosophy from Cambridge University, where his dissertation explored the foundation of probabilistic semantics and the philosophy of mind. Cambridge University Press published his arguments as Assertion and Conditionals. Through such books as In My Father's House, Africa and the Philosophy of Culture, Color Conscious, The Political Morality of Race, Cosmopolitanism, Ethics in a World of Strangers, and The Honor Code, How Moral Revolutions Happen, Dr. Appiah has contributed ideas to students, political leaders, and activists worldwide. He has taught at the University of Ghana and at Yale, Cornell, Duke, and Harvard universities. He has served on the Princeton University faculty and has lectured in the United States, Germany, Ghana, France, and South Africa. In addition to being a professor of philosophy and law at New York University and speaking around the world on multiculturalism, global citizenship, and identity, Dr. Appiah is the New York Times Magazine columnist, The Ethicist. In 2009, Forbes magazine placed Dr. Appiah on a list of the world's 7 most powerful thinkers. He has served on the boards of the PEN American Center, the National Humanities Center, and the American Academy in Berlin. Brandeis University awarded him with the first Joseph B. and Toby Gittler Prize for outstanding and lasting scholarly contributions to racial, ethnic, and/or religious relations. Dr. Appiah was invested in 2016 with a chieftaincy of the Ashanti people of Niadam, his family's ancestral chiefdom in Ghana. More recently, he was elected as a fellow of the Royal Society of Literature and was honored by the Carnegie Corporation in New York as one of their 2017 Great Immigrants. Dr. Appiah and his husband, Henry Finder, editorial director of the New York Magazine, live on a farm in New Jersey. In recognition of leadership in the exploration of philosophy, ethics, and human values, it is a great honor to present Kwame Anthony Appiah for the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa.
In recognition of high achievement, and by virtue of the authority vested in me as president of Elizabethtown College by the Board of Trustees and by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I confer upon you, Dr. Kwame Anthony Appiah, the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. In testimony of this degree, you are now presented with your diploma and doctoral hood. You're one of us now. Okay, we got to get a shot. I got to show off your diploma.
It's a great honor and pleasure to be here with you today. To graduate is to take the step, that's what the Latin word gradus means, step, from one stage of life to the next. On a day when many of you are joined by parents and grandparents, it's a good time to think about reckoning with the past in building the future. Not long ago, in the Ghanaian village of Niadum, which was mentioned, I found myself in the company of various chiefs pouring schnapps on the family shrines. One offering was to go to the founder of my father's lineage, the 18th century general Akramampem, Nanakramampem Bejin Sanum, grandfather Akramampem, come take this to drink. I should say that Akramampem is one of my names. It was given to me in honor of this great man. But here's the awkward part. Family tradition tells us that Niadum is home to the descendants of 1,000 war captives enslaved at the turn of the 18th century. And the man who enslaved them was the legendary Akramampem. Bottle in hand, I had to think, am I really going to pour one off to this man? My father was Akramampem's heir. When I was a child, people came from the village to our city home 80 miles away. It's another awkward thing. The descendants of these captives thought that they belonged, in some sense, to the descendants of Akramampem. They would come bearing gifts, often sacks of the vegetables we call nyadwa, which is what the village Niadum is named for, and they'd ask my father to sort out their disputes. My father discouraged these visits. He wanted them to learn to think of themselves as free people. But that was a process. So in my father's day, the people of Ghana were beginning to reckon with old habits of inequality, shaping a new republic. Today, it's plain that America is in a period of moral reckoning too. Moral reckoning begins as the sins of one generation become visible to the next. In your day, the Me Too movement is rejecting practices of sexual harassment that were routine a generation ago. And the next generation, the children of many of you graduating today, may uncover your sins, and so the progress will continue. Because this is progress, the sins of your generation will, I hope, be less shameful than the inequities of gender and race and other forms of identity that you as a generation are working so energetically to overcome. We may hope, too, that you will help us pull back from the ecological abyss, passing on an environment more secure than the one that has been left to you. We must hope that many of your marvelous dreams for our planet and our species will be achieved. If you hold to the high ambitions I know you have, the complaints of the next generation against you will be milder than your just complaints against us. At the same time, young people whose graduations you will attend in the decades to come will be connected to you and to your forebears, as I am connected to my slave-holding ancestors, and they will inherit, as we all do, a history that is complex melange of things to celebrate and things to condemn. Your job is to pass on a better world to them than you have inherited. Among the many symbols that recur in Ghanaian iconography is a bird with its head turned back to pick at the feathers between its wings, a bird called Sankofa, which means, literally, go back and fetch. We have a proverb that says, "Wotu trini na Sankofa yenchri." Won't bother to translate that for you. The proverb says that it's okay to retrieve something you've thrown away. In other words, retrieve what you need from your past. Don't be captive to it, but don't be cut off from it either. That can be challenging, as I tried to illustrate in the story of my own life. America's national history is, after all, both the history of a pioneering democracy and the history of a slave republic. Social progress has many metrics, but let me offer one. Do people have what they need to flourish, or do they languish from deprivation or discrimination? In the middle of the 18th century, as our country was beginning its independent life, the English poet Thomas Gray wrote about the talent wasted in a society like his that failed to educate all its young, that put up barriers to success based on accidents of birth. He imagined that there lay, below the gravestones in the country graveyard that he conjured in his poem, some, as he put it, some mute, inglorious Milton, someone who could have been Milton, but ended up without achievement, because without opportunity. Later, Virginia Woolf imagined Judith Shakespeare, the bard's twin sister, equally talented and adventurous, but denied the opportunities that were offered in her day only to boys. Too much natural talent, such writers knew, had been stifled. This thought guided the moral progress that led to the 1948 Universal Declaration of Human Rights, which declared, among other things, that everyone has the right to education. Looking out on this crowd, I have faith that your generation will strive mightily to make a world where all the rights guaranteed in the Declaration are increasingly available to all of humankind. The central task of ethics, which is my profession, is to ask, what is it for a human life to go well? The answer, I believe, is that living well means meeting the challenges set by three things: your talents, the circumstances into which you were born, and the projects you yourself decide are important. And because each of us comes equipped with different talents and is born into different circumstances, and because people choose their own projects, each of us faces his or her own challenge, one that is, in the end, unique. So what matters in the end is not how we rank against one another. We all, as the great German Romantic philosopher Herder wrote, have our own measure. We do not need to be the best at anything, better than all the others. What is important is simply that we each do our best. To continue the progress that led away from Gray's age of wasted human possibility, we need to ensure that all human beings receive the respect that is our human due. Knowing that each of us faces our own challenge can help us to do that. But in working towards this aim, we do not start with a clean slate. The French Revolution's reign of terror taught us what happens when, in the name of cleaning out the sins of the old regime, we seek to purge all wrong in a season of destruction. To reckon with our past isn't to try to obliterate it, it's to correct our course, to try to bring others along with us, to look forward together. We can do better than our ancestors, but not by abandoning them. We have much to say to them. They may have a thing or two to say to us. And so, yes, standing there at Akramampim's shrine, I poured one off. I've been enormously impressed by the moral imagination I see in your generation. The cisgendered among you have sought to welcome our trans sibs. Many of you are struggling to ensure that Black Lives Matter, that the privileges of caste and color do not go unscrutinized. Many of you, too, are expanding the sense of political possibility when it comes to gun laws and are thinking imaginatively about protecting our environment. Yet we should be careful about raising our own hierarchies, elevating the enlightened and the cosmopolitan above those whose concerns focus more locally on kith and kin or who live with older ways of thought. To rebuild the world, we must also give due respect to those we do not agree with. Max Planck, one of the founders of the quantum theory, once suggested that science progresses one funeral at a time. Truth emerges, he thought, not by convincing its opponents, but because its opponents die and clean the ground for a new generation. Sometimes moral progress can seem like that too. But in looking in the advances in recent years in our attitudes to gender identity and sexuality, say, we can see that Planck's sad funeral theorem doesn't have to be true. Your passionate advocacy has brought us, your elders, to new insights. For everyone, the task isn't just to change the world, it is to be open to changing ourselves, to reckon with the past, including our own, without erasing it. As the Sankofa bird reminds us, to get where you're going, it helps to know where you've been. So let me join with your teachers, your families, and your friends in wishing you well in your pursuit of these challenges. Blue Jays, fly safe.
And now, will the candidates for master's degrees please rise? Mr. President, on behalf of the faculty, I present the candidates for the degrees of Master of Education, Master of Public Policy, and Master of Science.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as President of Elizabethtown College by the Board of Trustees and by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I confer upon you, each and all, as listed in the official program, the degree of Master of Education, Master of Public Policy, Master of Science, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. In testimony of this degree, I will now present you with your diplomas. Please come forward as your name is read.
Kirsten Nicole Bloss. Brianna Alice Coleman. Samantha Renee Fellner. Samantha Ann Gailey. Allison Morgan McLam. Ashley Marie Punty. Desi Yvette Salgado Martinez. Holly A. Tiffany. Samantha Malin Zarczaka. Luke D. Mackey. Vincent James McGonigal. Hannah Marie Bacon. Danielle M. Baratini. Brianne K. Bentz. Hannah Elizabeth Bowman. Shelby Elizabeth Brown. Taylor Lee Brown. Rachel Laura Brubaker. Victoria Lee Buetti. Laurie Ann Conran. Lindsay Crew. Megan Elizabeth DeMichael. Rebecca Ann Dearkin. Juana Doborinsky. Carly Carolyn Enser. Alyssa Nicole Frankenfield. Samantha Amelia Fries. Jennifer Catherine Gala. Allison Rose Gensimer. Charity Elaine Good. Megan Elizabeth Goss. Alexis Nicole Gross. Brooke Michelle Hilrigal. Lindsay Jane Hockman. Emma Beth Ann Johnson. Camilla S. Cady. Melissa Lee Keene. Kelly Lynn Kleindienst. Tori Elizabeth Lauder. Stephanie Victoria Libby. Mary Margaret Ludwig. Caitlin Patricia Mitchell. Jennifer Lynn Newman. Brianna Joy Nilsson. Victoria Christine Pagano. Olivia Claire Powers. Emily Elizabeth Reese. Catherine M. Wrights. Janelle P. Sauvé. Samantha Michelle Spireman. Adelaide Kearns Stang. Erica Sutman. Nicole Marie Thompson. Samantha Tabone. Brianna Vesuvio.
Will the candidates for bachelor's degrees please rise? Mr. President, on behalf of the faculty, I present the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Music, Bachelor of Social Work.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as president of Elizabethtown College, by the Board of Trustees, and by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I confer upon you, each and all, as listed in the official program, the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Music, Bachelor of Social Work, with all of the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. In testimony of these degrees, you may now move your tassel from right to left. Please be seated. We will now present your diplomas. Come forward as your name is read.
Gaia Lazzarini. Maria Kirsten Anderson. Maya Claire Ophorn-Suwan. Abigail Eline Alman. Emily Jean Benfer. Brendan J. Bevel. Catherine Danielle Campbell. Catherine Jane Canfield. Ryan K. Karras. Emily Nicole DeRoyce. Giovanni Diaz. Priscilla Pamela Didio. Stephen M. Ename. Jennifer Elizabeth Fagley. Megan Margaret Finnegan. Samantha Lynn Finnegan. Sabria Elizabeth Ann Fountain. Christopher John Friedkin. Kayla Ann Marie Furman, magna cum laude. Holly Lynn Elizabeth Gasper, cum laude. Zachary J. Gibbons. Daniel P. Giddis. Blake Adam Gomez. Nathaniel S. Groff. Kayla Leanne Gruber, magna cum laude. Margaret Grucy. Kimberly M. Holbert, cum laude. Micaiah Christine Hook. Christy Lynn Hoppy, cum laude. Nicole Cheyenne Hegel. Caitlin Ann Keefe. Allison Nicole Killen, magna cum laude. Kelly Renee Knorr, magna cum laude. Mary Elizabeth Kondash. Juliana Rose Krampf. Megan Elizabeth Kuchma, summa cum laude. Daniel Scott Lauritsen. Anthony Lloyd Maxwell Lippy. Rachel Marie Liskevitz. Olivia Guinevere Logerato. Jessica Carol Loving, magna cum laude. Shannon Louise McGuire. Amber Mangabat. Corinne Jane McCarthy, summa cum laude. Nicole Alexis McGlynn. Samuel Michel. Cody F. Miller, summa cum laude. Erin Bernice Mowry, magna cum laude. Miranda Mumaw. Janelle Nicole Myers. Darian M. Natividad. Emily Olivia Norton, magna cum laude. Sarah Therese Olson, cum laude. Rose A. Uzi, cum laude. Allison Diane Patterson, cum laude. Justin Tyler Pachulis. Nicole Ashley Pellegrini. Elizabeth Ann Peters. Lauren Eleanor Poland. Morgan E. Popson, cum laude. Matthew A. Peischer, magna cum laude. Jaime Eduardo Ramos II. Abigail Grace Rhodes. Kyle Robinson. Jessica J. Royal, cum laude. Christina Marie Rupp. Kyle Patrick Schaefer. Courtney Renee Schaefer. Ashley Nicole Schellenberger. Maud Eleanor Rose Sherrill. Jerica Denise Shuck, cum laude. Tara Grace Ciano, summa cum laude. Andrew Lewis Smith. Anna Elizabeth Spear. Eric D. Spiller. Briar Alex Tarbert. Katie Lynn Thompson, magna cum laude. Nicole Ruth Troy. Grace Elizabeth Troyer, cum laude. Matthew Tyler Van Cleef. Alyssa Rose Veely. Christian A.L. Villarosa, magna cum laude. Mary Margaret Walsh. Gabrielle Mercedes Brabender Weisfeld. Eugene George Worley III. Hannah Joan Hahn Wood. Amanda Agrippine. Susie Alabzi. Nathan Stephen Alspaugh. Megan Christine Anderson. John Andrews. Jenna Lee Allmiller. Molly Elizabeth Bartholomew, cum laude. Sarah W. Bates, cum laude. Jessica Battaglia. John Patrick Battle. Hannah May Beatty, summa cum laude. Aaron Martin Bellman. Samantha Frances Benici, magna cum laude. Kelsey Bentz. Matthew David Berezny. Alessandro Berti. Caitlin Marie Bibinski. Eric A. Blank. Alyssa Michelle Blouse. Yanellis Renee Bonanno Savory. Maria Lynn Boretti, magna cum laude. Rebecca Caroline Bradley. Kelsey Lee Brady, magna cum laude. Erin Marie Breslin. Matthew P. Brickman. Joshua Daniel Buell, cum laude. David Walter Callahan. Miranda Elizabeth Campbell. Samantha Corinne Carbaugh. Esther Faith Cargill. Leah Marie Chack. Winsome Chang. Alexandra Madison Charnigo. Muntabir Hassan Chaudhary. Emma Kate Christman, cum laude. Nina Juliet Cicero, magna cum laude. Miranda Aaron Clash, summa cum laude. Kyle Emery Coates. Aaliyah Cheryl Eileen Colbert. Taylor Rose Cooney. Nathan Copros. Brandon Robert Criswell, cum laude. Zachary Joseph Daly. Chelsea Elizabeth Dantona. Carly Danielle Deem. Zachary T. Denon, summa cum laude. Elizabeth Ann DiBiase, summa cum laude. Megan Elizabeth Dolan. Dylan Wayne Dotson. Evan Duffy. Patrick Durofchalk, cum laude. Kaylin Elizabeth Echterling. Eric Thomas Eckstein II. Emily Catherine Egolf, magna cum laude. Craig Matthew Idle, magna cum laude. Jillian Nicole Engelbrecht, summa cum laude. Megan May Epley. Lauren Iyer, summa cum laude. Angelica Veronica Farol. Alexa Mary Fiduchak. Mary Ellen Fuse, cum laude. Sean Clifford Fiedler. Thomas David Fitzgerald. Kristen Mary Flaherty. David Ray Fourie, magna cum laude. Corinne Nicole Foster. Michelle Elizabeth Fuller, magna cum laude. Carolyn Alexa Gale, cum laude. Chelsea Elizabeth Gallagher. Jeffrey Alexander Gamble. Santiago Garcia Ruiz. Lucas Gargas. Sage Ann Garvey, magna cum laude. Andrew Gates, magna cum laude. Marissa Sue Gingrich, cum laude. Kara Pinkerton Glynn. Alexander D. Good, cum laude. Michaela Goodling. Rachel Herring, cum laude. David Boyd Harrison. Cecilia Ann Hartley, magna cum laude. Lauren Michelle Helmig, cum laude. Taylor Helsel. Blair J. Hendricks, magna cum laude. Marquise Henry. Julia Marie Hergenroder. Madeline Arlene Herman. Kayla Ann Hess, magna cum laude. Scott Andrew Hess. Lindsay Alexis Hoagland. Emma Catherine Hoseman, cum laude. Michael James Hofstedt. Eric David Holzer. Thomas James Hopkins. Megan Alexandra Howe, magna cum laude. William Dennis Jackson. Alexandra Elaine Jacobs. Rachel Meredith Janelli. Laura Carol Job. Jonathan Jones. Anushka S. Katakaneni, cum laude. Ryan J. Kenny, cum laude. Carly Dawn Kimball, magna cum laude. Jordan Louise Clace, magna cum laude. Lucas Klimushka, cum laude. Alyssa Knopf. Matthew Robert Kerber. Ian Kohler. Leah Anastasia Kopar, summa cum laude. Jenna Lynn Kraus, cum laude. Christopher A. Kummerer. Brooke Elysia Landis. Jonathan Connor Lane. Basil Lavery. Paul Le Courrier Lafayette, cum laude. Byron Hale Lewandowski. Margaret Lewin. Teresa Elaine Lay, magna cum laude. Camara M. Litschauer. Jennifer Rebecca Lloyd, summa cum laude. Nicholas Donald Lawrence. Gabriel Stone McDonald, summa cum laude. Lacey McRyan. Dominic Malashevsky. Jacob Michael Marunich, cum laude. Michael Matthey. Jessica Lynn Morrow. Brenna Lynn McNamee, magna cum laude. Kevin Meekum, Jr. Chloe Ann Melton, cum laude. Zachary Tyler Memo. Sarah Grace Miller. Lauren Nicole Moose. Brady James Morgan, summa cum laude. Aaron Morgan. Kyle Murray. Tara Lynn Murray. Christian Thomas Nealon. Jordan Nelson. Rachel Ann Nelson, magna cum laude. Delaney Brooke Nevels. Kelsey Ray Newman. Ashley Nino. Emily Joan Nolte, magna cum laude. Samantha Nicole Ortiz. Nolan Dale Ovalman. Emily Christine Overfield, cum laude. Antonio Antimo Pacelli. Haley Alexandra Parks. Emily Nicole Patrick. Jenna Nicole Pellinero. Brian P. Preby, cum laude. Samantha May Prosack, cum laude. Alec Chase Prophet. Alyssa Morgan Pumputis, magna cum laude. Kirsten Marie Quilty. Sitara Ramjit. Aaron Michael Ratsam, magna cum laude. Ashley Paige Reeb. Morgan T. Rice, summa cum laude. Jennifer Lee Ritchie, cum laude. Martin James Rogers, magna cum laude. Thomas Allen Rader, Jr. Matthew James Rogers. Benjamin Roman, Jr. Brittany Romano. Rachel Marie Rose. Quinn Rubel. Madeline Elizabeth Rutherford, magna cum laude. Amanda Christine Sable, magna cum laude. Abigail Kaylin Sanders, summa cum laude. Adam Gregory Saubel, summa cum laude. Bristol Allen Sauer. Courtney Lynn Schauer, summa cum laude. Ryan Richard Schick. Bradley Edward Schiess. Mitchell Christian Schlegel. Drew Elizabeth Schneider. Sarah Elizabeth Schulteis, magna cum laude. Rachel Lee Schultz. Marley Ann Schwalm. Colby Christina Schweibens, magna cum laude. Casey Danielle Scully. Reed Joseph Seifert. Jamie Elizabeth Sentz. Emily Catherine Sexton. Jennifer Nicole Simoncelli. Allie Victoria Slate. Colby Clark Smith. David Andrew Smith, cum laude. Sarah Amberly Smith. Brennan Richardson Snyder. Alpha Mamadou Uri So. Tyler John Steck, cum laude. Taylor Alexandra Stefovic, magna cum laude. Holly Jean Stegna. Joshua Marshall Stenkler. Weston Stepp. Brian Matthew Stotler, summa cum laude. Nicholas Stratton. Adam Charles Strayton. Kendra Lynn Strickler, summa cum laude. Jessica Marie Sullivan, magna cum laude. Sarah Villani Swan. Carissa K. Swartz. Kelsey Sweeney. Andrew Michael Sizowinski. Alyssa Wyndham Taylor. Morgan Ann Taylor. Molly Templin. Carly Nicole Thompson. Philip Carmen Torresani. Sarah Elizabeth Trier, cum laude. Alexandra Marie Vaccaro, cum laude. Lauren M. Van Pelt, cum laude. Caitlin Vandiver. Bradley Vasilik. Haley Morgan Vozella. Angela Marie Weinberger. Jason A. Weitzman. Jennifer Michelle Welch. Robert Thomas Wilcox. Amanda Kaylee Williams, summa cum laude. Brandon H. Whistler. Courtney C.G. Wood, magna cum laude. Megan Rose Winings, magna cum laude. Bryn Jennifer Urick. Kelly Elizabeth Zielinski, cum laude. Victoria Lynn Ziemba, cum laude. Eric Michael Zimmerman. Janelle E. Blyler. Alexander P. Gibbony. Olivia Marie Grandel. Catherine Elizabeth Griffith. Meredith Emily Groff. Celia Grace Grove. Abigail Rose Marchione, magna cum laude. Amanda Megan Polowitz. Jessica Lynn Raskus, summa cum laude. Ryan Michael Sagady, summa cum laude. Rachel Nadine Suter. Lindsay C. Zumbrum, summa cum laude. Catherine Acosta. Ashley Barbara Boland. Derek James Burton. Tabitha Lynn Collins. Rita Ariane Eisner. Carly Marie Foster. Cecilia Marie Franks. Gina Lynn Guzalak. Rocco Plodny. Kaylee Dolores Haraho. Michelle Danielle Kim, magna cum laude. Kristen Marie Kerjak, magna cum laude. Ellen Bailey Long. Caitlin Elizabeth Long. Marika Ann Mayberry. Twyla McAdams, summa cum laude. Jessica Marie Oakley. Danielle Sabatini. Holly Jean Savini. Kara Van Horn, cum laude. Alexandra Fonotto. Courtney Michelle Wirt, cum laude. Bryce Patrick Ryshawn Williams.
And now, President Strickwarda will confer commemorative medallions upon the members of the Elizabethtown College class of 1968 who could be with us on this occasion in honor of the 50th anniversary of their graduation. Class members, please come forward as I read your name. Craig A. Coble. Dr. Philip P. Metzger. Thomas D. Morley. Dr. Richard J. Moses II. Gloria J. Kressler Ramirez. Dr. Thomas A. Risser. Daniel W. Schneider. Judy A. Van Doren Saravi. Sarah L. Miller Spence. Douglas E. Valkenberg. Judy Shonley Ware. Gail E. Metzger Wireback.
Good afternoon, faculty, staff, family, friends, but most importantly, class of 2018. Today marks the last day of our college careers. Remember that sunny and extra humid day back in August 2014 when we all moved in and when we had our induction ceremony? Look how far we've come. From that awkward first-year walk when we had to hold hands with complete strangers, and today perhaps the strangers have become your friend and you're willingly holding their hand. The years behind us have been full of challenges, long nights studying in E-shade. If you're an engineer, you know what I mean. But also super fun late-night trips to IHOP or Taco Bell. We've been through some rough times, but we were also blessed with awards, and a couple times a year with heavy snows and those glorious 5 a.m. emails saying, classes are canceled today. What a time to be a J. Tomorrow, for all of us, marks a new beginning, one that most of us have been dreaming about for at least the past semester. Real jobs, apartment hunting, and perhaps living with your parents a couple months longer because those loans ain't paying back by themselves. I'm here today to remind you that as Blue Jays, we're going to take off from the nest, and using Stephen Hawking's words, remember to look up at the stars and not down at your feet. Try to make sense of what you see and wonder about what makes the universe exist. Be curious. And however life may seem difficult, there is always something you can do and succeed at. It matters that you don't just give up. Dream, class of 2018, and fly high. Strive for that job you've always wanted and the house of your dreams. But do not forget your roots, where you come from, and the people that helped you get you where you are today. Faculty and staff, thank you for teaching us some of the most important life lessons. Parents, families, and friends, thank you. As you may know, I'm an international student from Italy, and you may be wondering what it is that I'm wearing. This crown is used in Italy by students who graduate from college. And yes, like Hannah Montana, I'm trying to live the best of both worlds. As first international student who ever stood here in this place, I feel the need to thank all parents and families who are here today after traveling countless hours to make sure to see their kids becoming adults. For the families coming from France, merci. For the families coming from Bangladesh, Unnubat. For the families coming from India, Dhanyavad. For the families coming from Colombia, gracias. For the families coming from Thailand, Khab Kun Ka. And finally, grazie. Mama e Greta. Okay. The class of 2018 has come together one more time to fund a fire pit that will be situated outside of the new Sports, Fitness, and Wellness Power Center. As of today, we raised $2,503 with a 43% class participation. On behalf of the class of 2018, it is my honor to present President Shrikorda the Scroll of Honor, which lists our name and represents our gift to Elizabethtown College. Absolutely. Thank you. At last, I promise, I would like to give a couple shout-outs. First, the class of 2018 senators, thank you so much for working so hard this year and pull off great events. And facility management and staff, thank you for pulling this together with such little notice. Class of 2018, dream higher than the sky and deeper than the ocean. Congratulations, we made it.
Good afternoon. My name is Ryan Unger, and as a member of the class of 2001 and the current president of the Elizabethtown College Alumni Association and its governing body, the Alumni Council, I bring you a hearty congratulations and warm welcome into the Elizabethtown College Alumni Association family. That family includes more than 20,000 graduates. We live in all 50 states and on 6 of the 7 continents. And while we span the globe and stretch from sea to sea, we share a common bond that brings us together as Blue Jays. Our college motto is more than the words adorned in front of your program. They inspire our sense of service and bring us together as we, and now you, embark on a lifetime of purposeful life service. We cultivate a community of continued involvement with this college that has done so much for us and played such a large role in who we are today. And we know and we eagerly accept the responsibility that we have vital roles to play in the ongoing and future success of this institution that we love. Who make up the Seatown alumni family? We're volunteers, we're advisors, we're doers, and we are donors. We all strive to make a difference. We enthusiastically use our Blue Jay network and its many connections, and we help each other advance personally and professionally. I wish you all success in all that you do, and I look forward to seeing you at our upcoming alumni activities, especially at homecoming this fall under the tent in Brinzer Field. And Kwame and Daniel, you're invited as well now as alumni of the college, and I'm looking forward to one of you conquering Antarctica so I can come up here next year and say we have 7 of 7 continents with alums. Remember, we are now and forever will be Blue Jays always. Congratulations.
Today, we've shared a small but noble piece of history to mark a great moment in the lives of really all of us. We've celebrated the admirable class of 1968. These men and women have built businesses, raised families, led their communities, and lived out this college's motto of educate for service. They're models for us all. We have honored 3 distinguished citizens of the world, Kyoko Akanoma, Daniel Porterfield, and Kwame Anthony Appiah, for their accomplishments, their service, their leadership, and the difference that they have made for good in the world. And we have rejoiced at the milestone that this day represents in the lives of an extraordinary group of young people. Class of 2018, you know you don't stand here alone. Your parents, your brothers, your sisters, your teachers, your coaches, your roommates, your boss on that summer job, your ever-patient faculty and staff advisors, all of them have shaped you into who you are today. Remember the best that you have learned here. Life, like education, is a precious gift, one that deserves to be lived with moral purpose. Your education is not yours alone. It is a gift from the past you are privileged to enjoy and that you will pass on to the many generations that will follow you. Remember that just as your life has been shaped by many hands, so Elizabethtown College has been built by many lives. Remember that you owe it to the generations who will follow you to help Elizabethtown College in whatever way you can for the rest of your lives. Give back so that we in turn can give to others. We've remembered those who have made a difference for good in the lives of these graduates. We've applauded these graduates for their contributions, and we send them off into the future with great hope that they will make a better world. Let us go in peace. Please stand for the alma mater.
Now Son so noble, thy daughters fair and true. We love thee ever, all we see, and thy colors gray and blue. The strong and fair alike to share the labors of thy hand. Together they proclaim always thy glory through the land. We love thy Son so noble, thy daughters fair and true. We love thee ever, all we see, and thy colors gray and blue. As long as breezes round thee blow, and countless ages roll, may heaven's blessings on thee rest, while we thy name extol. We love thy Son so noble, thy daughters fair and true. We love thee ever, all we see, and thy colors gray and blue.
And now the benediction. As we conclude this time of ritual and regalia, we pray and we ask, as people of many different languages and cultures have for millennia, that we might have a divine blessing. We pray that these, our newest E-Town alumni, the members of the class of 2018, would receive a holy blessing and be sent forth in love. And may they and we continue to abide in the spirit of the founders of our college, doing all things to the glory of God and to the good of our neighbors, locally and around the world. Amen.
Thank you.